would like to extend a warm welcome to our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babu, for joining us in today's event. We now invite Professor Shankar Narayan, Head, Department of Social Work, to deliver the welcome address.
Very good morning to one and all who are present here. I'd like to welcome all the dignitaries, all the participants, students, research scholars, faculty members from other departments, as well as from the other colleges in Pondicherry for this two-day National Conference on Intergenerational Bonding and Aging in Place Pathways to Understand Geriatric Mental Health. I also take this opportunity to welcome our beloved and distinguished Vice Chancellor, Professor Prakash Babu sir, who has assumed the office very recently. And in life, any first event will be a kind of memorable one. And this is the first event which is happening in which our Vice Chancellor is the chief guest for this program. So this will also act as a memorable one for us in the Department of Social Work. I again take this opportunity to welcome our Vice Chancellor for this two-day National Conference on Intergenerational Bonding and Pathways to Understand Geriatric Mental Health. So again, I take this opportunity to welcome all the dignitaries on the dais, Professor Tirumurthy sir, Professor Gangadharan, Professor P.T. Shivakumar and Zunata Banu madam, as well as the faculty members from my department and other department, students, research scholars. I welcome one and all again for this program. Thank you.
Next, we invite Professor A. Shahin Sultana, Seminar Convener and Faculty Member of the Department of Social Work, Pondicherry University, to share with us the scope of the conference.
Honorable dignitaries on the dais, Professor P. Prakash Babu sir, we have with us Dr. Gangadharan sir from Heritage Foundation, we have Professor Tirumurthy from the Department of Psychiatric Social Work, NIMHANS, we have Professor P.T. Shivakumar sir, who is Head Department of Geriatric Unit from NIMHANS, Bengaluru. We have with us Dr. Zunata Banu, who is a social scientist from the Department of Community and Preventive Medicine, and we have her also as a fieldwork partners. All of them are fieldwork partners of our Department of Social Work. I take this opportunity to welcome everyone formally. The head of the department gave a very warm welcome address to all of you. We are very happy that today we are having all these dignitaries on the dais, and we also have senior professors. Professor Ramlingam sir is there, Professor Devan, Professor Nalini, and all, Professor Tangadurai sir, Professor Nandivarman and Dr. Iftikhar Alam also here, and all fieldwork partners from Puducherry for here today for the two-day National Seminar on Intergenerational Bonding, Pathways to Understand Geriatric Mental Health. Dear friends, all these 175 members from various parts of the country are unknown to us. You have come through a registration form where you have expressed your interest to participate in the two-day National Seminar on Intergenerational Bonding, where we are looking for possibilities to strengthen and empower geriatric mental health. Our team have worked 24/7 to have you all here. As Professor Shankar rightly said, for Professor P. Prakash Babu sir, this is first of the event here after his return back to Pondicherry University. So we really thank you sir, because we know today you have 3 events to attend, but despite that you've expressed your interest to participate here, and we are so happy that you have made your presence here with 3 almost institutions. We have one representative from NIMHANS, 2 in fact, one from Geriatric Unit, one from Department of Psychiatric Social Work. We also have representative from the Heritage Foundation, a senior academician who has also transformed the lives of the elderly, and we also have a social scientist from JIPMA. Sir, the process in which this seminar actually conceptualized was, we had 2 target audience. One was the student community, one was the community basically. So for the student community, we had already organized 2 programs with our experts to sensitize them on intergenerational bonding. And for the community purpose, we had a group, a conglomeration of individuals. They are policy makers, they are academicians, they are field workers, they field representatives also, NGO bodies, charitable trusts, charitable societies. We also had research scholars and policy makers. So when we opened this fora for registration, we had almost the budget which was sanctioned by the National Institute of Social Defense, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment of India, Delhi, for 175 people who are literally interested in the field of geriatric mental health. So here we don't have student community because for the first 2 programs we've already engaged them, we've sensitized them. So this group caters to the age category of 25 to almost 40 plus to 45 plus. So these people are working at the field where they are trying to empower the concept of intergenerational bonding. So this 2-day seminar was conceptualized with almost 5 to 6 sessions with all chairpersons from our Department of Social Work, Pondicherry University, and we are also having experts, resource persons from almost all national institutes of eminence where they have put in lots of work and energy and enthusiasm in the field of geriatric mental health. So basically the concept was that we wanted the people, the academicians, the policy makers, the researchers who are writing on it, who are working with elderly, who are actually proposing policies for the elderly to come literally to Pondicherry University and explain to the august audience why elderly is necessary, what are the vulnerabilities of elderly, what are the challenges they are facing, and then what we as a community can propose to the policy makers to take it forward. That is where Heritage Foundation comes prior, where they are running a lot of programs. They also provide funds and they collaborate with us to partner, on sensitization. So we are so happy that Professor Gangadharan here has come all the way to sensitize, and explain what is the purpose of intergenerational bonding. Next, Professor Tirumurthy sir. Sir is standing as a pillar to our department. He's from the Department of Psychiatric Social Work, NIMHANS. He's had good amount of experience of mentorship on students. So he knows exactly how that information from the laboratory can be actually transpired to the field level, and that is where we were very particular that he comes and helps us with his expertise. Professor P.T. Shivakumar sir, in NIMHANS there is a geriatric unit exclusively where most of our students also get an exposure during their block placement and fieldwork internship. Sir specifically writes and works on geriatric and the problems, and we heard from him and we are going to hear from him also in the next few hours. Then we also have Dr. Zunata. She's the social scientist where they from the Department of Preventive and Social Medicine in JIPMA, they help our students in 2 centers. One is urban, one is rural center. Our students from the Department of Social Work go under their mentorship. They take these students to the communities and they try to do a lot of programs in terms of advocacy, lobbying, policy making, and also partnerships with the community structures. So without their support, without the support of Pondicherry University administration, our Honorable Vice Chancellor and all the dignitaries, and also National Institute of Social Defense, this program could not have been successful. This program, which has sanctioned for a number of 175, has provided entire funding which includes food, registration, the training kit, accommodation, and also they have been generous enough to provide a TA for people like you to travel across the country so that you will ensure that you don't take up any economic burden on your side. So with these few words, I'm so happy that we've had resource persons from all of them here, and with all of you, I'm sure we will take this message of connecting the young minds and the elderly in sensitizing them and create a very, very healthy and elderly friendly country. Thank you very much.
Very good morning, all of you. Guests on the dais, Professor Shankar Narayan, Professor Shahin Sultana, Dr. K.R. Gangadharan, Professor Tirumurthy,
Professor Shivkumar, Professor Junat Banu, Professor Nalini, Organizing Committee, Professor Devan, Professor Anbu, Professor Satish Kumar, Dr. Iftan Alam, staff, scholars, students, and the faculty members, senior professors, Professor Panch Ramalingam, and other senior professors are sitting here, and the invited guests, participants, students, and the media persons. It's my great privilege to stand before you on this occasion. On my behalf and on behalf of the university, I welcome you all to this workshop. It's a great initiative by the Department of Social Work to organize this program. Professor Shahin Sultana, she came and explained to me, she has been doing such programs continuously. This is one among them. And I really appreciated Madam and the department for doing so. So this is one of the important areas normally many people will neglect. Only they realize after attain age of 50 above. Before that, normally they don't bother about it. As all of you know that our society is a child-oriented society. That means if my child is studying in the school, a principal calls me that your son or daughter is having a fever, come and pick up, then immediately I will go. Even whether I will inform the boss or not, first I will go and get the child. If same thing happens to our parents, then we will call brother or sister or nearby friend, say that, please take care, I don't have leaves now, I will come up at the weekend. So this is the society. I lived in Japan for 2 years. That Japan is the parental oriented society. So there is a mandatory to all the employees, if they have older parents, they will be given a leave, or they have to apply a leave, either wife or husband. They have to go back to their village and stay with them. If they are unwell, they can stay for some time and they can come back. And meanwhile, husband has to look after the children, or wife has to look after the children. So this is the two different scenarios now we have. So many people, I come across several people, those who are working in the aging. At the time of the retirement, only one word they say, after 35 years or 30 years of my whole service and research on aging, I could not prevent my aging. So this is inevitable. When we join in the service, we know that when we are going to retire. So that is inevitable. When you talk about I am a biologist, when I talk about the cell, every cell will have its own demise. Every cell is programmed to live for some time and it will die. When we say the RBC, it stays for 100 days or 120 days and it will die. And there is a cell called neutrophil, which is called as the defense cell. It stays only for 24 hours and it will die. Because it is designed, whether it is creation or evolution, whatever you say, it's designed to die. But when you take the unicellular organisms, like if you take amoeba, 1 will become 2, 2 will become 4, 4 will become 8, 8 will become 16. So what happened to the first one? So there is no death for the unicellular organisms. So the death is only for the multicellular organisms. It's evolved along with the evolution of the person. Evolution of the person. So the highly evolved human beings or animals, they have that. So therefore, aging is inevitable, and aging is not only to the one organ, it is for every organ, including the brain. I think now we are talking here about the brain age, if I am right? So I keep telling to the people, students, I teach neuroscience, brain science. If you take the CT scan of the person, maybe see, you must have seen your 10th class photograph, so or intermediate or college, your friends will send now, after 50 years or so, your college photograph, it's very difficult to identify. Very difficult. So because there is a lot of changes. So that process is nothing but an aging. And if you take the CT scan of the brain at the age of 30, if you take the CT scan of the brain at the age of 60, you can find the shrinkage of the brain. Shrinkage of the brain. So even during the course of aging, persons also will shrink. Height will reduce. Muscle mass will reduce. Likewise, brain also will reduce. Brain different areas will reduce. I come across one family members. I was traveling in a train. I think it's a second class traveling, when maybe 20 years back or so. I have seen 3 generations sitting before me. One lady, she's having a girl child. She's very small, maybe 2-3 years old. And also she has her mother also along with her. She must be about 65-70. Both the child and mother, both are behaving the same way. Both are, so she's also not willing to eat, and child also not willing to eat. So she is struggling to feed both of them. Struggling to convince both of them, you have to be sit right. You should not go. So what is happening here? There are certain regions in the children, they don't develop. For example, if we take one region called amygdala, that is responsible for the crawling of the babies, and that matures later. So therefore, children, we say that they will learn. If there is fire, they will go and keep their hand. Because they do not know it's fire, we cannot touch it. So once after learning, then they will not do that. So learning process will be delayed. At a certain age, they will learn. But at the age of old age, so all regions also will be. So we have seen in the newspapers, a person of the 70 years old or 65 years old left the home and he did not come back. In the newspapers. Hope all of you must be seen that one. So what happened? Has he forgotten his way to his house? What do you think? It's one of the diseases. It's called Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's disease is a very unique one. I keep asking the question to the students. What is Alzheimer's? It's a memory loss. People say that it's a memory loss. So, but in our life, at every point of time, we'll be forgetting something or the other. While coming here, I forgot my pen. So do I think I have the Alzheimer's disease? Morning time, normally we forget mobile and go. Or sometimes we keep our mobile somewhere and we will ask our son or daughter to call my mobile so that it will ring and we can take it. Is it Alzheimer's disease? That's not. That's a regular memory loss. Alzheimer's disease is a person forgets that he has a house at all. Suddenly he forgets that he don't have anything. Suddenly forgets he has a wife at all. Suddenly forgets he has a children at all. So that is Alzheimer's disease. So this is the actually dementia. Regular dementia is different from the Alzheimer's disease. So these are the age-old people. Every aging will associate with the memory loss. All the memory loss will have the different ramifications. Dimensions will vary and in-depth also will vary. So therefore, this is up to the society. Now the society, Indian society, scientists or academicians or the government or the funding agencies, now they realize that there is a necessity to address this issue. So one of the senior actors in the Andhra Pradesh, his name is Nageshwar Rao. Hope some of you must be knowing. He died around after 90s or something, 95, 98. When people are on his 90th birthday, people felicitating him, and all of them, they blessed him that you should live more than 100 years. So some of us also will say to us also sometimes. Then you know what he said? Don't say that I should live for 100 years. You say that whatever the years that I live, I should live healthy. That is more important. So you should be in a position to do your own job. You should be in a position to the challenge for the child is to get up and walk, to go to the tap, fill the water and drink. Same thing happens to even at the age of old age also. They should be in a position to go to the toilet, washroom, take a bath on their own, and eat on your own, and sleep on your own. So that is the biggest blessing for any old age people, because this is the healthy aging. So this is what actually we have to promote. So healthy aging, I think there are stalwarts are here, they can give the tips, and these tips actually we have to send across to the communities. So I was the Dean for the School of Medical Sciences at University of Hyderabad, associated with 4 years, and there is a public health subject in which some faculty members are associated with this aging research. Along with them, I visited some of the old age homes in and around Hyderabad. They are doing some work. So in the old age homes, once upon a time, people say that when the people are in the old age homes, they curse the children, why they left the parents in the old age home and all. Now that concept is no more. Because in one of the old age homes that I visited in Hyderabad, there are 2 doctors are staying there. One IAS officer is staying there. One professor is staying there. And some of them are from Hyderabad itself. So then I asked, why you are in Hyderabad? You must be having your own house and children and all. Why you are staying here? Sir, children will go from Monday to Friday. They are busy. We cannot see them. We cannot catch them. They will be on their own. So weekends we go to them. We spend 2 days and we'll come back. So that these 5 days, so because aging is such a phenomenon, anything can happen anytime. Somebody should assist. If no one is there at home, it itself is a fear. Once I was in Nimhan's guest house, along with one stalwart called Professor Subbarao. He worked on the brain aging. So now he is no more. So we came, 2 rooms were given. I was given in the first floor, and he got ground floor. So when I am going, he told me that, Prakash, can you call me at night 2 o'clock? Then I said, why should I call you, sir? No, just you call. So later I understood that what is the meaning of that one. So a lot of uncertainties will prevail at a particular age. Therefore, so the parents or the old age people, now the India is going towards the old age population, because now the generation is not willing to get married or not willing to have the children. So we are also going towards the China, Japan and all the developed countries. So now the healthy aging is an essential component. So we should always promote that one. And I wish this workshop will deliberate and come up with some of the resolutions which can be communicated to the, especially ICMR, they are starting. And also we should have the aging centers also in every university, because this is an essential thing. Let us try to work on this one. We'll contact the ICMR people to give us a center for the aging in this university. Okay, with this, so I really thank the organizers for having thought of such a wonderful workshop, and the invitees and the people, those who are associated with this. So thank you, and I will congratulate and wish you all best of luck. For the visitors, those who are visiting first time, this is also my second week here. So Pondicherry is a beautiful place. Please go around and visit and come back again. So thank you.
Thank you, sir, for your generous words and for inaugurating this national seminar with such thought-provoking reflections. We now continue the felicitation address. We are pleased to welcome Dr. A. Zunata Banu, a distinguished social scientist at Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Postgraduate Medical Education and Research, JIPMER, Puducherry. With a PhD from Bharathidasan University and over a decade of experience in public health research, Dr. Banu has been instrumental in carrying out several national projects funded by ICMR, ICSSR, and the TB Association of India. Ma'am is also a recipient of the UGC NET Junior and Senior Fellowship, mentee under the prestigious USAID Peer Women in Science Mentoring Program. We now invite Dr. A. Zunata Banu to deliver the felicitation address.
The Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor P. Prakash Babu, the organizing team, Professor B. P. Sankar Narayan and Professor A. Shahin Sultana, and the speakers, resource persons, Dr. K. R. Gangadharan, Director, Heritage Foundation, Hyderabad, and Professor Tirumurthy, Department of Psychiatric Social Work, NIMHANS, Bangalore, and Professor P.T. Sivakumar, Head Geriatric Health, Department of Psychiatry, NIMHANS, Bangalore, and faculty members, Professor R. Nalini Madam, and Professor K. Devan, and Professor K. Anbu, and Professor C. Satish Kumar, and Dr. Iftikhar Alam, and the academicians from other colleges and universities, practitioners and students. Warm good morning, one and all. So I would like to take only a couple of minutes. So we are I'm happy also to be a part of this national level seminar on intergenerational bonding and aging in place, pathways to understand geriatric mental health. So actually this topic, aging and geriatric mental health, is the very need of our topic. Usually I came to know that Dr. Gangadharan sir was contributed for the national policies for elderly. As well, the NIMHANS also, they are doing a lot of research contributions on mental health, a national mental health survey and geriatric mental health. So their contribution also will be helpful to discuss more in this platform, especially that there are issues and challenges. And then the available national level health policies, social policies and economic policies, as well the intergenerational bonding. So I'm happy to be a part of that once again. And then I would like to place a simple record of that. We don't have, even though we are talking about multiple contribution of studies on aging and geriatric mental health, but we are lacking in national level census survey for the past 10 to 15 years. We don't have that exact demographics. If we have that census data, it will be helpful for the policy makers, especially that those who are working, those who are contributing in the geriatric health. So with these words, thanks for the opportunity, especially to Professor Shahin Sultana ma'am, because we were being a partner for social work fieldwork curriculum for past 4 to 5 years. So she usually always cordial and inviting, and even if I ask some guidance related with ICSR projects, and that she used to always support us. So thanks for the opportunity again, ma'am. Thank you one and all. Thank you.
We sincerely thank all our guests for their thoughts and encouraging words. They sure will add an immense value to this gathering.
We now call upon Dr. Akhida K. Raghu, Postdoctoral Fellow, Department of Social Work, Pondicherry University, to deliver the vote of thanks.
A very good morning to one and all. It is my honor and privilege to propose the vote of thanks on this momentous occasion, inauguration of 2-day national seminar on intergenerational bonding and aging in place, pathways to understand geriatric mental health, organized by Department of Social Work, Pondicherry University, in collaboration with the National Institute of Social Defense, Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India. First and foremost, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to Professor P. Prakash Babu, the Honorable Vice Chancellor of Pondicherry University, for gracing this occasion and delivering the inaugural address. Sir, your inspiring words have set the tone for this seminar and have added immense value to the gathering. Our heartfelt thanks to each one of you who joined in this morning and added warmth and spirit to this academic gathering. We look forward to your continuous engagement in the sessions headed. Thank you and one and all.